As golf continues to gain traction over the years, the excitement and anticipation of this beloved sport are only growing. But as some stars begin retirement age, a new group of promising players is set to move on to center stage. In this video, we will uncover these next generation pros who are set to take their places and make waves on tour. First up, Tom Kim, South Korea. Tom Kim is unflappable. Over the past few months, he has repeatedly demonstrated this. Not after shooting a quadruple bogey on the Wyndham Championship's first hole, which he still won by 5. Not in a matchup at the Shriners Children's Open against the past FedEx Cup champion. Most amazingly, he didn't split his pants before the first experience with an international team tournament. That's accurate. Kim's pants could not take the President's Cup's pressure. Still, he could. How he handled the possible embarrassing situation provides insight into his achievement. As always, because he's such a fantastic guy and personality, he took everything in stride, and he was making a joke of it and having fun with everybody in the locker room about it, recalled international team captain Trevor Immelman. Kim is adept at handling pressure. To put it another way, he became the youngest golfer to win twice on the PGA Tour in almost a century. Since Tiger Woods, he is also the first player to have won twice on the tour before turning 21. Kim will enter 2023 securely inside the top 20 after starting the year in position 131. His quick ascent started at the Genesis Scottish Open in July, where he was invited due to his performance on the Korean Tour. 3 weeks later, he placed 7th at the Rocket Mortgage Classic after finishing 3rd. Then, he won at Wyndham, which gave him a PGA Tour card and all but guaranteed him a berth on the team for the President's Cup. Next up, Pearson Coody, Plano, Texas. Coody made his professional debut in 2022 as the winner of the PGA Tour University, presented by Velocity Global. He rapidly proved that he was worthy of that position. The triumph on the Corn Ferry Tour came a week after Coody's 4th place finish and came after just 3 starts. He came close to qualifying on the PGA Tour in just 8 starts, placing 32nd on the regular season points list of the Corn Ferry Tour. After failing to win his tour card in the Corn Ferry Tour finals and hurting himself in the season finale, Coody will return to the Corn Ferry Tour in 2023. He had previously won the coveted Western Amateur and was once ranked number 1 among amateurs. Coody also comes from a supportive family of golfers. Pearson's father, Kyle, played at the University of Texas and on the Corn Ferry Tour. His grandfather, Charles, won the 1971 Masters. After winning the PGA Tour Canada in 2022, Pearson's twin brother, Parker, will also be eligible for the Corn Ferry Tour in 2023. On this year's Texas team, he was also Pearson's teammate. Next off, Chris Gotterup, Little Silver, New Jersey. Chris Gotterup's 5th year of college unquestionably prepared him for his first job in his home state of New Jersey. Gotterup had a successful career at Rutgers, where he was the Big Ten Player of the Year and an All-American in 2020. However, he exploited an extra year of eligibility to become a star at Oklahoma. Gotterup was the best college golfer in his lone season as a Sooner, winning the Haskins and Nicholas trophies. While still a student at Norman, he also placed in the top 10 of the Puerto Rico Open, a PGA Tour competition. He soon demonstrated he was ready to compete on the PGA Tour by finishing the season ranked 7th in PGA Tour University, sponsored by Velocity Global, which considers a player's performance over the previous 2 years. Soon after becoming a professional, he earned another top 10 on the tour by placing tied for 4th in the John Deere Classic. Including those 2 top 10 finishes, he was cut in 10 of his last 12 tour outings. After placing 3rd in the most recent Q School, he will have 12 guaranteed starts to start this Corn Ferry Tour season. Ryan Hybl, the head coach of Oklahoma, claimed that Gotterup's driving may be invincible. Last year, he gained more than a half stroke each round in his driving and approach play, averaging 326.5 yards off the tee on the tour. Next up, Michael Thorbjornsen, Wellesley, Mass, Stanford Jr. He won a national title at Baltusrol and played in a PGA Tour tournament before making the cut at Pebble Beach. Michael Thorbjornsen has a lengthy resume that includes noteworthy accomplishments on illustrious courses and in significant competition. He won the 2018 U.S. junior amateur at Baltusrol, a course with many U.S. Opens and PGA championships. In the final match, he defeated Akshay Bhatia, who is also on this list. At the time, Bhatia was the best high school student in the country. He also won the Western Amateur, the second largest amateur competition in the nation in 2021. Most recently, he won one of the premier collegiate competitions at Olympic Field, a former U.S. Open venue. After that, he tied for fourth in the Travelers Championship, held about 90 minutes from his Wellesley, Massachusetts home. He has achieved the most in the program, PGA Tour University Accelerated, earning 12 points for all his achievements. Players who reach 20 points by the conclusion of their third year of eligibility receive instant tour status. Before shooting 66 on Sunday, he was in 7th position, going into the final round of the Travelers, 6 strokes off the lead, before playing the following 6 holes in under 6, including an eagle on the par 5-6. He started the final round with 5 straight pars. With that run, he was only 1 shot away from leader Xander Schauffele. Thor Bjornsson bogeyed the next 2 holes and came in 4 strokes behind Schauffele. Next off, Ludvig Åberg, Eslöv, Sweden, Texas Tech senior. Åberg is well positioned to benefit from a radical overhaul of the PGA Tour entry process. He is presently ranked first in the PGA Tour University provided by Velocity Global. He will be promoted from amateur golf to the PGA Tour immediately if he holds that place following the NCAA championship in May. The Swede, a senior at Texas Tech, is also ranked first worldwide in amateur golf. His height is over 6 feet, and his muscular build make him the ideal player for the present day. His strongest club is the driver, which he uses regardless of the width of the fairway. His victory in the Jones Cup Invitational in 2021 proves his ball striking ability. Both his athletic prowess and his composure have won him many fans. Åberg doesn't have a Twitter account and occasionally updates his Instagram account in a culture that values instant gratification. Texas Tech's head coach Greg Sands claims that Åberg occasionally takes hours to respond to a text. He isn't being careless. He merely refuses to be distracted by his phone. His ball striking is as good as his mental game, and those are top level, Sands says. Next up, Rasmus Højgaard, Denmark. Højgaard has already won the DP World Tour 3 times, setting a record-breaking pace for his career. If he can keep up, he might soon be a member of the PGA Tour. Højgaard ended 2022 with 9 straight top 30 finishes, including 4 top 10s in his final 6 starts, and was ranked 16th in the DP World Tour rankings. The top finishers on the DP World Tour's season-long point standing might earn one of the 10 PGA Tour cards in 2023 with a performance identical to this one. Before turning 21, Højgaard won all 3 of his DP World Tour championships. In just his 5th DP at the World Tour start, he took the victory for the first time. He was the 3rd youngest champion in DP World Tour history at 18. He became the 2nd youngest player to win 2 DP World Tour championships when he won the 2020 UK Championship. The week after Rasmus won his 3rd DP at the World Tour Championship at the European Masters, his identical twin brother Nikolai took first place. Højgaard supported Denmark in winning the 2018 World Amateur Team Championship and the 2018 Junior Ryder Cup. Rasmus also finished 6th at the Corales Punta Cana Championship and 10th at the Genesis Scottish Open on the PGA Tour in 2022. Next off, Akshay Bhatia, Wake Forest, North Carolina. When Bhatia won the 2022 Korn Ferry Tour opening round, he was 12 days away from turning 20. At this young age, only Jason Day and Sungjae Im had won. The high point of a campaign that grew tiresome was that historic start. By the time the 25 tour cards were awarded in Omaha, he had dropped from first place on the regular season points list for the Korn Ferry Tour to 31st. After his victory, he failed to make half of the other regular season cuts and failed to finish in the top 10 once more. In the Korn Ferry Tour finals, he too failed to make any of the 3 cuts. Although Bhatia is is still only 20 years old, he has already become accustomed to the highs and lows of the professional golf world. Shortly after becoming the youngest player to ever represent the United States in the Walker Cup, he turned professional at 17. He was the top junior golfer in the world, the AJGA Player of the Year, and he finished 4th in the amateur golf rankings. He became the first golfer to win back-to-back junior PGAs and the Jones Cup in 2019. Next up, Gordon Sargent, Birmingham, Alabama, Vanderbilt sophomore. Sargent won the NCAA individual title in May last year, becoming the 9th freshman. That accomplishment alone is remarkable, but his performance in the 4-man playoff also grabbed attention. After hitting a shot that traveled around 330 yards over a bunker and landed on a 30-yard wide fairway bordered by a lake, Sargent made a birdie on the first extra hole. He later drove a wedge to a height of 8 feet to secure the trophy. The 19-year-old concluded the fall college season at the top of Golf Stats collegiate rankings and is presently at number 3 in the World Amateur Golf Rankings. After being recognized as the best male high school golfer in USA Today the previous year, he was the NCAA Freshman of the Year in 2022. Sargent currently has 10 points towards the PGA Tour U Accelerated presented by Velocity Global. Before their senior year, players who gain 20 points become PGA Tour members. Sargent's 10-point ranks 2nd in the program. 2023 promises to be an exciting year for golf fans, as the new crop of players may redefine the sport very well. This is a time of anticipation that all golf enthusiasts should savor as the next generation pros prove themselves and establish their places among the best professional golfers. Who is your favorite golf player? Which upcoming player looks the most promising? Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.